Is it Tuesday? It is Tuesday. We lose track of time when time flies by, right? I hope you guys have had a great one. I have no idea if the sunshine through these windows are too bright. I hope you guys are having a great day. I had a fabulous day. Went to work and then I enjoyed the afternoon with some sweet treats from my employees at our company. They surprised me for Christmas with a massage. So I got that scheduled this afternoon. I also got my nails done today. So yes, you work hard, you get to play hard. Love it, love it. So I hope you guys have had a great day too. I know I look a hot mess because I have oil all in my hair and on my face, but I walked right in the house. We got to start supper and then I can wash later. Hey, Jeannie, Janet, Danny. I hope you guys are having a great day. What are y'all doing for dinner tonight that's low carb or keto friendly? I want to show you what we're making up tonight. So easy. I know you've seen me do this before. If you follow my page at all, you know some of the favorite things that we love at our house. Right now, I've got my veggies in the oven. We are doing some roasted cabbage and some asparagus. All I did was chop up my cabbage, line it up on a baking dish, or a cookie sheet, and I saturated it with oil. Well, I don't want to say saturated, but I put a good bit of oil. I'm using avocado oil, salt, and pepper. Same thing with the asparagus. How fast and easy is that? My family loves roasted vegetables. I mean, so easy, very cheap. They actually ask for it all the time. They'll ask me to make cabbage or green beans or asparagus, and they always want it roasted. We can make it a million different ways, but that's the way they enjoy it most. So how easy is that? Hey, Steve. Steve's doing pork chops and salad with keto. Oh, he's saying the keto flu sucks. Yes, it does, Steve. So Steve is getting back on track with low carb and keto. He's done it before, but he's getting back on track. And you know with that, when you get off track and then you want to come back, or if you're brand new to keto, you may experience the keto flu. So we will definitely talk about that, Steve. Thank you for bringing it up. Melanie's doing pork steaks. Had that yesterday with salad and asparagus. Sherry says, hello from Indiana. How are you? She's had pork chops and asparagus. I'm telling you, pork steaks. I had pork steaks last night, guys. They were so good. So we're all thinking the same. Hey, Melody. Ooh, Bettina's doing taco salad. You know that's one of my favorite things. Hey, Joan. Donna Marie, how are you? I hope you guys had a great day. Ooh, keto pizza shuffles. That's always delicious, Beth. So we're making an easy dinner too. We're making ranch chops. It is all of a sudden being asked for all the time at my house. We used to rotate it occasionally, but they're like, can we have ranch chops? I'm like, yes, 2 ingredients, 3 ingredients, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I'll do it every night if you want it. I get some salt and pepper. So we're starting off with some pork chops. Now, I love bone-in pork chops, but my family, they just love the boneless pork chops. So I'm doing what they want. Every once in a while, I'll make them do what I want. But we're just going to salt and pepper our chops. So you'll see they're just little, small, boneless chops. And we have a plate of ranch, okay? And we have a plate of crushed Parmesan. And I did add some more seasonings. You don't have to. You can use just those 2 things. But I added a little bit of my Flavor Gods ranch into the ranch dip. And then I also added just a little bit of Italian seasoning. And I just moved it all around. You can do this. These ranch chops are delicious just with the 2 ingredients. I've done them many a times. Ranch, whichever kind you love the best. Crushed Parmesan. Salt and pepper your pork chops. And then all we're going to do, guys, look how easy this is. We're going to dip our pork chops. We're going to knock off the excess because we don't want tons of ranch on there because we want to create a coating. So we're going to take off some of this. Yes, your hands will get dirty. It is worth it. All right, and then we're going to dip it into our Parmesan mix. And look how pretty this is. So good. Now, I'm putting this in my air fryer basket. You can make it in your oven if you want to. I just always love my air fryer basket because it really coats and creates a crust, which we love. So we love that crust from the air fryer. So it looks like you're frying something, but it really is not. If you guys have an air fryer, give me some thumbs up. I'm curious if you have an air fryer. Give me some thumbs up in the comments. I love my air fryer. I got it, over a year and a half ago, and I use it all the time. So it's not one of those appliances that we just sit on the counter and never use. Like I use this thing all the time. All right, so this looks so yummy, so easy. I'm just kind of showing you. You dip it, toss it, put it on your bacon, put it on your air fryer basket. Now I love my air fryer basket because it's huge. It's dirty right now. So y'all see it's dirty all the time. Sorry, my hands are nasty, so I can't pick it up. All right, I'm just gonna move this Parmesan around a little bit. We wanna make sure we got plenty of it. And we're just going to keep on coating. I've got one more and then I'm going to wash my hands. And I do want to talk to you about the keto flu. And I also want to talk to you about anything else you guys have questions on. I love to come to you live every night to show you easy recipes, but I also love to answer questions. Like, I like to help people with what they need help with. I can talk all night because I love to ramble. I love to talk to people. I love people. And I love to talk. So I can talk all night long, but it's important to me to make sure that I'm actually talking about things that are relevant to what you need. So I want to go ahead and ask you guys to start thinking about any questions you have related to low carb or keto dieting, ketones, ketosis, recipes, any question you have, maybe fat adaptation, you know, I don't know, anything you have, macros, any questions you have, just put them in the comments because I can talk all night long, but I'd rather talk about things that you guys want to know about. So Steve brought up Keto Flu, so that's where I'm going to start. And then I'm going to check the comments to see if you guys have any questions while we're cooking together. So ranch chops, guys, look how pretty they are. Super easy. And I actually want to scoot one over so I can make a little bit more room in my basket. This basket is so awesome in this air fryer that I'm going to be able to cook at least 6 pork chops. Yeah, I'm going to cook 6, and that way I can just cook my daughter's last because she's not home. She's working tonight. She's been working at night some. So she's working day and night. I'm so proud of her. But she's working at night to help one of our customers. And yeah, so she won't be home till like 8:30 or 9 o'clock. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'll be right back. Hey, David Terry, is it fat-free ranch? Absolutely not. Do not buy fat-free if you're doing keto because the fat-free products have more carbs. All right, hang on, I'll be right back. So since I just happened to see that question from David, I'm gonna start there. So ranch dressing, I use full fat ranch because we want the fat, okay? We're doing a healthy, healthy fat addition to our food. So ranch is actually a good healthy fat. Now, not loads of it. You wouldn't want to drink the bottle. If you're eating a salad, you don't want to just drench it in there, but a good ranch is considered a good healthy fat. Now, I haven't looked at the fat-free ranches, so I don't know for sure if they have any carbs. I'm sure they do, and it probably has more carbs than just a full fat ranch. This one is 1 carb and 2 tablespoons. But the bad thing about most fat-free or reduced fat products like sour cream, yogurts, you know, anything like that, more than likely they have a lot more, look at those bruises, they have a lot more carb count. So we want good full fat sour cream, good full fat products when you're looking for that healthy fat to cook with. Now, when we talk about fat, we are talking about healthy fats to cook with. That's what I recommend. Some people just tell you to add fat. Just eat fat, y'all. Eat fat. Fat does not make you fat. That is correct. But fat has a lot of calories. And the purpose of adding the healthy fats is just to change up those macros so that you have more healthy fats than you do protein and carbs. But we want to make sense. Like, does it make sense just to eat fat all day? Not to me. I want to eat really good food and I want to taste delicious. And the way we make it taste delicious is with those healthy fats. Like last night, if you guys watched my video, I made some Brussels sprouts, a creamy Parmesan Brussels sprout that was freaking fire. God, they were so good. I can't wait to have some leftovers tonight. That's what side dish I'm having. But with that healthy, or with those Brussels sprouts, I used heavy cream. That heavy cream was adding healthy fats in the bacon, adding healthy fats to make those Brussels sprouts taste better than any Brussels sprouts I've ever had ever. So when we are keto, I recommend a good, healthy, clean keto, not a bunch of products. Now, you can have a lot of products if you want to. If you love the Quest chips, eat the Quest chips. It's not going to kill you. But I really love to push people towards as clean eating as possible because clean eating is good for our bodies. We know what the product is. If you cut open a zucchini, it is zucchini. It's not zucchini and cornstarch and all these different gluten products inside the package. It is a zucchini. So when I talk about healthy fats, I'm talking about making your food taste delicious with butter, with heavy cream, with avocado oil, a wonderful oil. Yes, you can use olive oil too. But eating those healthy fats will help you increase that production of ketones, especially if you're watching those carb counts, really low carb counts. So I hope that answered your question. I know I kind of went on and on about it, but okay, I'm going to go back to the very first question I had or comment I had, and that is keto flu. Steve is currently experiencing some keto flu, and the keto flu is real and it sucks, guys. It is real though. Now, I'm going to give you some of the symptoms of keto flu. I don't want you to think that if you're having these symptoms, you automatically have keto flu. You actually could have flu. They're very similar and almost the exact same, and it is still flu season. So I'm going to give you these symptoms that you could experience. Doesn't mean you will, but you could experience. But do not think that just because I give you this list of stuff doesn't mean that you're not sick. You could be sick. Just depends on who you've been around, how you actually have been feeling for several days, weeks. But anyway, let me check my oven real fast, and I'm coming back. Oh, yes, that looks good. All right, so keto flu is just like a regular flu. So you definitely can have symptoms of nausea, weakness, really fatigue and tired, headaches, stomach cramps. You can actually break out into rashes around your face, your arms, all over your body, honestly, your neck. You can also, like I said, experience vomiting, diarrhea. Like the keto flu is honestly real, and it really does mimic the flu. That's why it's called the keto flu. So why do you experience it? Your body is transitioning. If you have been a carb burner, a glucose burner, or someone who burns sugar for fuel all your life, or for months and months and months and months and months, and then you transition to where ketones start to fuel your body. So your body is transitioning from that glucose burner to a fat burner, burning ketones for fuel. Your body goes through a transition. And as it's washing out all that poison, because that's what sugar is, when it's washing out all that poison, your body can experience the transition. So what I recommend, guys listening in, what I recommend to avoid the keto flu is drinking lots and lots of water, which most people do when they start a diet. Also using a very good pink Himalayan salt. Let me show you the one I love. There are lots and lots of pink Himalayan salts. You don't have to use this one, but I really, really enjoy this. It tastes so good. Let me turn my camera around. This tastes so good. It's Redmond's Real Salt. It is mined here locally in the United States. You can buy it from their website. Here locally in Jackson, Tennessee, you can get some at Grubb's Grocery. They have just like a regular shaker size. It's not very expensive. They also have this one. You just unscrew and pour into your shakers. This has lasted me a very long time. I can't remember exactly how much it was. I really don't know, so I can't tell you. But it's lasted me forever. Like I'm still got half the bag left. Really recommend this because it tastes so good. It makes your food taste good, and it is locally mined. All the minerals you need, which you need for keto and to avoid the keto flu in your starting points, is to use a good pink Himalayan salt. There are a lot of different salts. As long as it is a real pink Himalayan salt, you're going to get the minerals you need. And that is important. So make sure you've got a good pink Himalayan salt. Put it in your foods to make your food taste good. You can put it in your waters. If you are drinking Keto Nat, which I love and love and love and love, then you can add the pink Himalayan salt to that. And with this pink Himalayan salt specifically, it takes a lot to really get the taste. So you can put that in all your waters, and that will help you avoid the flu. Also, you want to make sure you're taking a good electrolyte supplement if you don't like salt. Some people will not do salt. It's okay. If you've been growing up your whole life and people tell you salt's going to cause a heart attack and you just don't feel comfortable, fine. Buy you an electrolyte supplement. Get you one from GNC or Walmart, just a good electrolyte supplement, because you're going to need some electrolytes. And the pink Himalayan salt, if it's a real one, will actually give you those minerals that you need, those electrolytes you need. So those are 3 things I highly recommend. First, know about the flu. It is real. Second, drink lots of water. Use a good pink Himalayan salt or an electrolyte supplement, and make sure that you use it quite often. Okay, let's see. Anybody else have any questions specific to the keto flu? If you do experience those things, it could be very quick. It could last a whole solid week, just like the flu. Unfortunately, if you are one of those people that break out in a rash, it could last a little while. Don't let these things make you give up, though. You will get through it. Start that supplement fast. Get through it. Drink lots of water. You will get through it. And guys, you're going to look back 5-6 months from now and think, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I didn't give up. Do not let the flu discourage you, but it is a real thing. I was able to avoid it because I had researched and knew, and I used a lot of pink salt and water when I first got started. Another thing to avoid the flu is to not go in and out. Like, you don't want to go in and out of ketosis every week. If you do, then you could seriously experience those horrible headaches and fever and everything like the flu every other week. So you don't want to go in and out of ketosis. This honestly is a lifestyle. I love the way I feel when I'm in ketosis or even have my carb counts really, really low, I feel wonderful. I don't like to have baked potatoes on the weekends and then try to get back in ketosis every week. First of all, it doesn't work that well for most people. You have to exercise your butt off. You have to fast all the time in order to do that, but you can experience the flu every single time you so-called get off the wagon. So just be aware of that. This is a lifelong transition that you will have a lifelong success. Doesn't mean you have to be keto for your whole life, but you do want to watch those sugar intakes because that's what causes all, if not most all, of disease, okay? So we want to make sure we get that poison out of our body. Sorry, have to say that. You might not agree, that's okay. I have learned over the last 3 years, because I'm 3 years keto now, finished my 3rd year. I have learned over the last 3 years that every single time I've given in to temptation, or given into just a decision to truly go a week crazy, I have felt it in every single sense. So I know for a fact that is poison for my body. Beth says, do you know anything about keto chow supplements? I really don't, Beth. I know a lot of people use them. I know they research a lot, so or not research a lot, but advertise a lot. I really don't know much about them myself. I would look at the ingredients. My philosophy is if you can read it, it can't be too bad for you. So for example, this product that I use quite a bit, I love Parmesan for my air fryer specifically. When I read the ingredients, it says Parmesan cheese, pastured part skim milk, salt, cheese culture, powdered cellulose added to prevent caking. Can't be wonderful for our body, I'm sure. And potassium sorbate, which is a preservative, which can't be good for our body using all the time. However, I use it sparingly for crust. I mean, you saw how much is on there. It's primarily ranch. But what I always suggest is if you can read it, then at least you can read the words. If you look at a product and I mean, you're like really struggling to read it, or it's like this long a list of ingredients, then I say back off. That's just my word of advice. So I have not read up on keto chow. I really do not know what all's in it. Sherry says, is fasting necessary? It is 100% not required for success, but major changes majorly fast when you fast. Your body gets into this rhythm of fasting, and I mean, you can 100% get into ketosis a lot faster when you fast. I love to fast because for me, I've told you guys this before, I'm a food addict. So to be able to put the food down and say, hey, Amy, Sunday night at 8 o'clock, if not earlier, you're going to go a whole 60 hours with no food. Or you're going to go a whole 24 hours with no food, and I'm going to feel wonderful. And it's a choice I'm making, and it's a huge accomplishment that I make every single month. And it tells me every single month that Amy Dove, the food addict, is still in control, and food does not run my life anymore like it used to all my life. So that is one reason I like to fast. Another reason is, like I said, if you are going to have that meal, you decide that, it's Easter, you're going to have your grandmother's pecan pie or coconut cake or whatever, it's not going to kill you, but to get that out of your body faster, fast. If you fast and move your body, you can be back in ketosis. Is that something I recommend? Not at all for anyone new to this lifestyle change. You want to wait a good solid month before you have that coconut cake or whatever that meal is. I do not agree with cheat days. I think off keto meals are perfectly fine, but on occasion and not for someone new to this lifestyle change, because you will not be successful or get that feeling you need of encouragement when you go on and off, on and off, on and off. I gotta wash my hands. I'm gonna come back and read the next questions. So I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm in here cooking, and my husband knows I'm talking to y'all, so look what he's doing. He's hiding out in the corner of our porch out there. We got a bunch of, I don't even know if you can see because it's so sunny. Yep, y'all see him? Y'all see that head over there? He's sitting over there in the corner of the porch. Looks like he's reading. I have no idea what he's doing, but he's gonna be cleaning after I do this cooking. Oh, here goes my mom and my Aunt Frances. Hey! I'm almost done. Hey, baby brother! Oh my goodness, y'all get to meet my baby. Come here, Harley. Harley, come here. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Come here. It's okay. Did you get a shot today? Did you get some shots? Here's the water, Lord. He's so pretty. I might have to hold him way back here so he can get close to the food. Actually, I'm just gonna move my camera because y'all gotta see him close up because Tim's just a handsome. Look, Harley. He's looking at his mommy. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, yes. Look at this puppy dog. You don't see that puppy dog? He usually looks at himself in the mirror and he loves pictures. Look at that puppy dog, Harley. Ah, he is not looking. He wants his mommy. What are you
The salad is good, I got.
Oh, he's so cute. This is my baby brother, Harley. He's so pretty. Look, he wants down. I'll play with him. I'm almost done.
You want this?
My mom and Aunt Frances are getting in the hot tub, so I'm gonna have to. Okay. Oh my gosh.
You borrowed a bottle of water. I'm taking it.
Take that water, Mama. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put these behind me in the air fryer. I'm gonna be right back for the next question.
Is Justin and Aaron coming?
Yes.
Hey, wait.
That's what I thought y'all were.
Little bit. Come on out. Hey, you guys finish up. Come on. Come on.
All right, I've got my oven on, or my air fryer on 375. Harley, don't you go there and cry. They get in a hot tub, buddy boy. He's so cute. I just love him. Anyway, I've got my air fryer on 375. And we're going to cook these for a good 15-20 minutes. I do not flip because I created a crust, all right? So I don't want to flip it. I just let it cook on one side. So we talked about fasting. If anybody has any follow-up questions to these things I'm talking about already, go ahead and put in your follow-up questions. If this is any help to you guys at all, please share my video. I do ask, and I'm brave enough and I'm bold enough to ask you to share these videos because my goal is to help people. I want to show people how easy it is. Come here, baby. Come here, Hardy. Come here, baby. He's so precious. He's just shaking his little booty. He got shots today. See, I had to get shots. So my goal is to show people how easy it is to live this lifestyle, whether you're keto or low carb, and to show you how good you can actually feel and how your life can change. So if I'm in any help to you, share these videos. Share this one specifically because we're going over so many questions. This is my baby brother, Harley, and my babies are outside. All right, let's see. He's a little puppy, so he can't just run out there free like my dogs can. My dogs are old. All right, next question. Let's see. I might not have any more questions. I'm scrolling through. I see a lot of friends on here. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you are going to be enjoying these ranch chops. You'll have to make these ranch chops. Yes, Wendy, he is so precious. He's so precious boy. Yes, Denise, he's so adorable. I just love him too. Hey, Kimberly, Sherry, Kristen. Wendy says, do you remember if you fasted for 60 hours do you remember if you fasted for 60 hours the first time? I did, Wendy. And I could not believe it. Like when I told Ricky I was going to do it, I was kind of scared to even tell Ricky because I thought he'd start judging me. You know, because men sometimes are like, they like a thick woman. My husband loves a thick woman. Right now he's got a thick woman because I have put on some inches with the stress. But, you know, most men, they look at you like, are you kidding? You've done all these things in the past. You think this is going to work? You think, you know, but Ricky, I told him and he looked at me. He's like, really? Like you're going to go 60 hours? And I said, yes. But look, I've already researched. This is what's going to happen in 60 hours. This is what my body is going to go through in 60 hours. If I can focus for 60 hours. And I bought this kit. And this kit is called a 60-hour reboot. And I told him I was going to follow this kit. I needed his support. I didn't want him to eat during the 60 hours, not in front of me. I needed that my first time. So when I did it the first time, Wendy, I was so astounded that I was able to do it. A food addict, Amy Dove, a food addict, going 60 hours without chewing food, using that product kit was the most amazing thing I had ever personally done because I'm a food addict. And I felt so good. I could not believe how good I felt. And that was the first time I'd ever even used the products I use, Keto Nat. That was the first time I'd ever used them. So when 24 hours passed and I actually felt good the next morning, now the very first day was tough. The first day was tough, but I did it. I was focused. I was going to do it. No matter what, I was going to make 24 hours. And then when 24 hours passed, when I woke up that Tuesday morning, I could not believe that I wasn't hungry. Like I did the 24 hours and I wasn't hungry. And that was the time that I knew those products were amazing. Because that's the first time I ever could go that long without food, the first 24 hours. And it wasn't that and it's so funny because my aunt, we were in Branson this week, and my Aunt Frances, she said, well, you know, I ate those pancakes. I told y'all I shared some pancakes with my husband, so I ate those pancakes, or I ate what he had left over. And my aunt said, well, she'll be in ketosis fast because she'll starve herself next week. And I'm like, starve myself? I have never and could never starve myself. There's no way I could ever do that because I love food. So I have never starved myself. When I do this 60-hour fast, it is not a starvation diet. It is not a starvation 60 hours. Because when I do it, I feel amazing. That's the crazy thing. Like when you do it and you feel the power and the energy in 60 hours with no food, the energy in 60 hours with no food is just mind-blowing. And that's how I got started using Keto Nat. So I did it one time because I just wanted to see if I could do it. I fell in love. I became a promoter. I don't push these products on anybody. I think if you need them, try them. See if you love them like everybody else does. If you don't want them, perfectly fine. We're going to make you be successful anyway. I'm going to show you how. But that's how I started drinking them and then becoming a promoter, because I knew I was never going without them. And I haven't for the whole 3 years. My very first reboot was August 2018. And I've only missed 2 months since August of 2018 as far as the reboots go. And I started buying them smart shipping in December of 18. So I did my August reboot. I bought a trial pack from my friend Nick. And I did the trial pack and I was like, I feel it. But I wasn't just blown away. The reboot was amazing. So I stopped. I ran out of my 10-day trial. And 2 days after I stopped, I looked at my husband. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I cannot believe the difference I feel not drinking them. So that was it. I bought some and I've been drinking them ever since. And they still work the same today. That's the most awesome thing ever. They still work the same today as they did in 2018. Steve says, when do you know when you're in ketosis? That's an excellent question, Steve. Awesome question. Make sure you put your questions in the comments. I want to answer any questions. So, yes, you will know that you're in ketosis. I'm going to tell you how. You do not have to buy a blood monitor. I love my Keto Mojo because when I first started, I was strict keto. Like, I literally would eat food and then I'd test my ketones a few hours later to see if that particular food knocked me out of ketosis, or I would count my carbs and if I got to 27, I'd check my ketones just to see if the 27th carb kept me out of ketosis. I was strict keto when I first started because I was serious. I needed to lose some weight. So I was strict. I gotta check my oven. Where's mine? My housekeeper came today. I gotta find out where everything is. Sorry. I gotta check these. Hang on 1 second. I'll come right back. I want to talk about ketosis. It's amazing. Ooh, that cabbage looks good, y'all. Okay, so I was strict keto. So that's why I bought my blood meter. Now, I did not stay strict keto for a long time because, guys, that's the pits. I do not recommend it unless you have the personality like mine where you're 150% everything you do and you actually want to research and you want to document and you want to test. Otherwise, simple, clean keto is the way to go. But, Steve, you will know that you're in ketosis without any blood monitoring, without peeing on any sticks. Those are not accurate, by the way. But you're going to know you're in ketosis, and this is how. You've got extra energy. You got more energy. You're not craving food. Yes.
You made it out here.
Okay, you're sleeping better. Your joint pain is gone or diminishing.
Yeah, you can hang up. You talking long enough. Let's go.
Oh, Ricky's telling me to hang up on y'all. Hang on, I need it outside. Yes, sir. Oh, just stick it in there.
Well,
Hang on, you know how to use
no,
it.
I do not. Well, boy,
Harley, I almost kicked you off the
there.
porch, baby. I got to check the chlorine in the hot tub. So anyway, more energy, better sleep, less pain, less cravings of food. That's how you know you're in ketosis without a doubt. So you might not be in deep ketosis, but you're in ketosis if you experience any of those things without checking your blood, without sticking a stick under your pee. Yes, we got plenty of chlorine.
Oh, so it's all
Purple.
good?
It's all perfect. Was it? Don't
It's
feel
got
good?
something on the thing that says to check it and reset.
Oh, that's because it's telling me to check my fresh water system. That's a whole other kit. I'm not doing that right this second.
Well, it won't start.
We won't start.
It won't start.
Okay, hang on.
We don't care. It feels good. Just
Well, how'd you make?
I press power.
It did not. When I pressed it, it would not. It went back to the check thing.
Well, you have to say checked it. You have to say it's okay.
Well, I wasn't gonna lie.
Oh, well, I lied.
You don't want me to be a liar.
I can't get this off.
thank you. You're smarter than your mama.
I am smarter than
Oh,
my mom
my
on
God.
some occasions.
Woo, Lord have mercy.
Look at these ladies.
Quit.
Look at these ladies enjoying this hot tub without me. I'm jealous. But I'm having fun talking to y'all. Hi, Harley. Okay, so any other questions? Any follow-up questions? Go ahead and put them in. I'm almost done, and then I'll be outside. Sorry for the interruption, guys. All right. I don't see any more questions. Maybe I answered them all for you. If you have any other questions, put them in and share this video. I hope it was good information that actually helped you guys. Anyway, I hope it was good information that actually helped you guys. So definitely share the video so we can get more people on. Oh yes, them girls, Wendy. You should come jump in there with them. They'll probably sit out there for 2 hours. You're not supposed to be in a hot tub for more than 20 minutes, but you can't tell them ladies that. They'll sit out there for an hour and a half at the least. All right, guys, I don't see any other questions come through, so I am going to go outside and just visit while my air fryer is going. Let's check it out and see what they look like so far. So far, they're not done. You'll see they're starting to brown a little bit, but we want these to cook through. Look how dirty that is. I'm sorry. Almost embarrassing, but hey, I'm a real woman just like y'all. Look at the cabbage. It's looking pretty good. It's starting to brown on top, so I want to take it out and stir it around. Roasted cabbage, roasted asparagus, ranch chops is for dinner. Yes, I've got a little mess behind me. We'll have to clean all that up, but it'll be all right. Janet says, what if you're starting to gain weight while doing keto? So that's a great question too, Janet. If you're starting to gain weight like me, because I've been stressed for work has just been very stressful. Good, I love it, but we own a company and it's just very stressful running a company, right? So I have been under stress and I have been gaining weight. With that, the only thing I really can do, because I have been staying keto or low carb, is just to manage my stress. There's not much that I can do with that other than figure out ways to manage my stress. Now, other people, when they start to gain weight on keto, more than likely it's because their calories have gone from like here to way up here, because you've gotten kind of used to eating the same things and you might be eating a little more. A lot of people have this mentality that, oh, if it's keto, then I can have it. You're right in the beginning phases, but when you get that maintenance phase, you can't just eat all the time. Just because you're keto, you can't eat tons of bacon just because you're keto. You can't eat keto sweets just because they're keto. You really do have to manage how much you're eating when you're at the maintenance phase. Otherwise, you will start to creep up. Okay, so it's just like any other thing you're doing as far as losing weight. You have to watch what you eat. Now, in the beginning phases, months and months into the beginning phases, you eat those healthy fats, low carb, and you will see success. You will lose weight. You will lose inches. You will feel amazing. But once you get close to that maintenance, let's say your goal is 140, size 8 pants, and you're there, or you're almost there. Y'all know any diet makes it difficult when you're that close. So when you're that close, you got to watch what you're doing with keto too. You might have to back off your flours. You might have to back off dairy. You might have to back off the sweet treats that are keto, even if they're keto. So everything we do has to make sense in our mind. It has to make sense for success. So you can't just say, oh, it's keto, I'm going to go to Gigi's and have a cupcake every day for lunch. No, I love Gigi's. I love the keto cupcakes there, but you can't eat them every day for lunch. You can't eat them every day for dinner. If you're in that maintenance phase or too close to your goal, you just can't do it. So, Janet, for me, it's stress because I've been keeping my ketos. Ooh, thoughts on cocktails. Wendy, you're going to hurt my feelings. Wendy's going to hurt my feelings. So, Wendy has a great question. What are my thoughts on cocktails? I wish I could tell you it's no problem, Wendy. Just drink all the cocktails you want to, but I can't. If I'm going to be honest and tell you the truth. So, I'm going to tell you the truth, whether or not it hurts my feelings, because I also like my cocktails. I don't drink every day. Number one, I don't want to drink every day. I don't think that's good for my health or my brain, especially in stress. So, I don't believe in drinking every day. That's just my personal beliefs. But I do like my cocktails, and I also like a glass of wine. So, I've got to tell you the truth. The truth is, alcohol is a poison. It's a toxin. It is a toxin. I mean, you can research that yourself. And when you put those toxins in your body has to get rid of them. So if you're drinking cocktails or alcohol or liquor, I don't care if it's keto or not, when you put that into your body says, hey, hold up, we got to get this out before we can do anything else. So your body will stop the creation of ketones. It will stop the reduction of fat loss, and it will do everything in its power to fight that alcohol out of your system because it is a toxin. So you have to keep that in mind. If you're in the beginning phases again, and you're on that weight loss journey and you've got weight to lose, you can occasionally have your cocktails and it won't affect you. At my stage, where I've been maintaining or I'm that close to my goal and I'm under stress, that cocktail will destroy my progress. And I know that. It's still hard because, every once in a while I want to have fun just like everybody else. So you have to keep that in mind. That's just the way it is. So that's the truth, Wendy. Sorry. Sherry says, how do you break your stall? That's a great question. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions to the cocktails. Now, there are a lot of keto-friendly alcohols. Just because it's keto-friendly doesn't mean it doesn't have loads of calories or loads of fat. So, my go-to, I love a good glass of Pinot Grigio. I love my Grey Goose vodka. But, again, I don't drink every day. I always take a drink on date night. I always have a glass of wine on date night every single week because it's my date night. And if I want it, I'm going to have it. And every once in a while during the week, I might have me a little cocktail, a little mix of some kind of vodka and some kind of something. But not all the time. What was I going to say? Oh, but you have to understand that those are a lot of times loaded with calories. So again, it's just where you are in your journey and if it makes sense for where you are in your journey. So I hope I answered that okay. And I don't want to offend anybody. I have a lot of friends who will send me messages and say, hey, I really want to try this keto, but I'm just not going to put down my drink. I have to tell you, as a substance abuse trainer, that, we have to really be cautious about when we're drinking, why we're drinking, what's going on in your life. There's nothing wrong with drinking. I am a Christian. There is nothing wrong with having an occasional drink. It's the drunkenness, okay? So I'm not getting into a preaching lesson. I'm just saying, don't judge me. I'm not judging you. And we shouldn't judge each other. This is a powerful, life-changing journey, and every single person can have that life-changing experience. But we're not here to judge each other, and we're not here to bash each other, and we definitely are here to support each other. So, any questions further about that, please let me know. All right. I have no idea how I got on that. Sherry, how do you break a stall? So, the stall can totally be broken by fasting. So, if you don't normally fast. You can do an eating window. So like if you don't normally fast, I would start to suggest skipping breakfast time and not drinking, but eating in a window. So like most people's are 12 to 8 or 11 to 7, but just create you an eating window, and that's the only time of the day that you eat. That is what intermittent fasting is. So if you're not already doing that, I would suggest adding intermittent fasting to break your stall. You can also try our keto nat drinks. It will bust a stall into. So if that's something you're interested, I can certainly send you some information on the keto nat drinks. Checking to see if my other dog's in the house. And then back off the dairies, the flours, the sweeteners. That's what you got to do to break that stall. I'm just realizing my son's not here, and I'm supposed to be cooking for him and his girlfriend. I wonder where they're at. Asshole. Keep warm. All right, any other questions? Wendy says, what about coffee? Coffee during a fast? I think, okay, coffee and fasting. So we just talked about fasting. Fasting is amazing. You don't have to do it for success, but it truly will create some serious success if you incorporate some fasting to your lifestyle change. And then coffee. Coffee is not bad. Coffee is actually not bad for you, but you definitely want to... Taylor said he'll take Justin's spot. If he don't show up, Taylor, I'm going to eat without him. Coffee's not bad, Wendy. I definitely would make sure that you are watching what you put in your coffee. So again, it just depends on what phase you're in. If you're in the fat loss phase where you need to lose and you're already losing, go ahead and put, your sugar-free creamers in there, your heavy cream, your sweeteners. I love a fat coffee every once in a while. If you're at that maintenance phase or very close to your goal, then you have to back off the things you're adding in your coffee. So coffee is not necessarily bad, especially black coffee, but it's just what are you putting in it. As far as fat coffee goes, be very careful about fat coffee. People automatically think fat coffee is great because you're keto and you have to have fat coffee if you're keto, and that's not true. Fat coffee has a purpose just like any healthy fat that we eat with. The healthy fat is to make us full. It is to make us kick cravings. It's to help us make our food taste delicious. On keto, the fat has a purpose. So think about why you're drinking your fat coffee, and if it makes sense, great. Like if you're drinking a fat coffee in the morning with bacon and eggs, then you just had 2 meals. Your fat coffee would be a meal because you're adding those healthy fats. So if you put just a couple of tablespoons of heavy cream and a half a tablespoon of butter and whatever else in there, start thinking about what you put in there. Think about the calories you should put in there. So it has to make sense. Nothing wrong with coffee. I don't recommend fat coffee on a regular basis unless you're drinking it for the purpose of keeping you full for the day and getting those healthy fats in. There he is. Sorry, Taylor. He showed up. All right, so my food is looking delicious. I need to get this cabbage cooking a few more minutes. So I hate it when I'm trying to get everything done at the same time when my son's here. Look at these pork chops, y'all. They're looking really pretty. Yes. All right, so now that he's here, I am putting an end to the question and answer session. I hope you guys learned something. Share this video if it's any help to you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.